The Bengals have one of the brightest young quarterback and wide receiver duos in the league, but they could be botching their Super Bowl window with how they are handling the contracts of some of their defensive players. As the number 17 overall pick in this year's draft, Shemar Stewart out of Texas A&M is not going to practice during mandatory minicamp, as he and his reps have yet to finalize his contract language. Now, this is a set base salary for the pick slot, so it's just ridiculous that this isn't handled by minicamp, and Shemar Stewart spoke out and said, "I'm 100% right. It should be a no-brainer. In Trey's case, it should be a no-brainer too. I'm not asking for nothing y'all haven't done before, but the Bengals just want to win arguments more than winning games in my opinion." So you have Shemar Stewart, who is supposed to replace Trey Hendrickson because Hendrickson has done as much last month as basically threatened to sit out the entire season if his contract doesn't get changed. And we're talking about Trey Hendrickson, which is the NFL's sack leader for the past 2 years combined. If the Bengals don't want to pay this guy, then I don't know what's going on. And the fact that they can't even sign a rookie who is a first-round pick is ridiculous too. They also just released Jermaine Pratt. Jermaine Pratt requested a trade in January, so this move seemed inevitable for a long time, but they dragged it out until mandatory minicamp, and then they cut him. The writer for The Athletic, Paul Denner Jr., was saying that Pratt, with his history with the Bengals, should have been treated better on the way out. And this isn't the only time they've had contract disputes. Jamar Chase, that whole charade happened last offseason, and because you don't settle your players early when Jamar Chase, you knew that you were going to pay him at some point, he ends up having a historic season, and the market only goes up. That's the case with Trey Hendrickson right now. The fact, like I said, that Shemar Stewart is not signed when there's not a whole lot of negotiating. When you're the number 17 overall pick, you sign your contract and you're on the field, but he is basically holding in and just watching practice. The Bengals just seem to be self-inflicting their Super Bowl chances.